We know that one of them was over 20 because he was married, but all of the others were not married. And when it came to the temple tax, there were only two people that were eligible to pay the temple tax, and those two people, we presume, were Jesus and Peter. The others were young, really young. Would you entrust the eternal destiny of the world to teenagers? I mean, think about when you were a teenager. I mean, you knew everything. I knew everything. I was a teenager. I suppose we couldn't we, really? The story should tell us that God has deep care. And I'm hesitant to use the word love because love, people just think love means tell people what they want to hear and give them what they demand for and do what they request. And that's not love, as every parent should know. That's not love. So God's deep care for the individual is seen in this story. It's quite remarkable how Jesus cared for this woman in a time and culture when he was expected not to. So we follow this story. If you've got your Bible, I hope you have. I've asked you to bring paper Bibles if you can and follow with me. In John chapter 4, verses 1 and 2, we read this. Now when Jesus learned that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus was making and baptizing more disciples than John, although Jesus himself did not baptize, but only his disciples. And you see that's in parenthesis. And John the Apostle, and that just tells you how interesting our society has become. This woman had had 5 husbands. I read this and I go, God, help me as pastor of this church to raise up young men who know how to love a girl, who know how to protect a girl, who know how to look after a girl, who know how to get off the couch and get a job. Sorry, did I just say that? And to be the kind of husband that a girl would say, I want to marry him. This woman had 5 husbands. We don't know what they were like, but chances are they were abusive. High probability they were abusive. And the one you're now with is not your husband. And you can't blame her, because if 5 had already abused her, why would you want to marry this one? So you get the picture of this lady's life, but get the bigger picture here. Jesus knew it. Jesus knew it. He knew what this lady'd gone through. He knew the abuse. He knew the shunning. He knew that the women of this town would not have anything to do with her. What else was she doing in the heat of the day all by herself getting water when all the other women came early morning or late in the day to get water? Because she was shunned. She was a shunned woman. The woman said to him, to Jesus, Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. And she was now really uncomfortable. How do we know she was uncomfortable with Jesus being a prophet? Because of what she said next. Our fathers worshipped on this mountain.
We hope you've enjoyed this preview. If you'd like to listen to the full message, please click the link down in the description.